Hi guys, good evening and welcome to today's section of our training. It's been an amazing run. Starting from last week, we had our first training last week on Friday, had on Saturday, we had on Sunday, and it's been so amazing. I know lots of people have been giving me feedbacks in my inbox. I have I have companies getting their team to watch the training. I have people telling me that this training has been amazing. I just have a whole of that, and it serves as a whole of encouragement for me because for me, I know what it takes when it comes to the time input to be able to put up this training. So I like to say thank you for coming, always come back to watch, and thank you for always being here. Amazing time over here. So if you're joining, I would like you to hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, drop a comment, hit the subscribe button too, because we're going to have an amazing run this night. Tonight is going to be one of those nights that you would actually love to sit back to rewatch over and over and over again in your journey. So if you're just joining, please I'd like you to hit the like button. Let me see you hit the like button on the video. Right. So welcome to today's section. Welcome to this section. And if there's someone you would love to share this section with, please you kindly share it with them now. Share it with them. Copy the link. Share it to them now so that they could come and be part of this training. One beautiful thing about joining the training live is that you get to ask questions. But if you're watching a replay, you may not have the luxury of asking questions at all. You may not have the luxury of asking questions because the training is already gone and the speaker may not be able to answer you while you are at that. So I like you to hit the share button right now. Even if you're going to watch this, please hit the share button. I'll just spare 10 seconds for us to do that. Hit the share button, get on the share button, and just invite someone. Leave a comment if you can hear me. Please, I'd like you to leave a comment also. If you can hear me, you can just say loud and clear. Don't say can't miss to this class again. I'm telling you, you can't afford to just miss to this class. You can't afford to miss to this class. It's an amazing one. It's an amazing one. So we are going to go straight to the point as we have our guest today already at the back end. And one particular thing about today's training for me is I actually want to sit back and learn because our guest today knows how to break down the technicalities and the management of e-commerce very well. He knows it like the back of his palm. He knows he knows how to bring up all the difficulties in e-commerce, infuse them into relatable words. All right. So that's someone we'll have today as our guest, and he is an amazing person, and he is also in the playing field. He's not going to be talking theory, he's also in the playing field. His company has done more than 100 million over the years, cumulatively in sales, more than that. And this year alone, they've done mad numbers. And he has built a solid team that you can't even think about. And one beautiful thing about it is most of his team, 98-70% work remotely and they work just fine, which is something that is very, very rare in e-commerce nowadays. So he's going to teach us something solid today on about e-commerce. And I don't want to just spoil it for you. So what to do right away? Like I said, share this video. If you've not shared this video, please, I'd like you to share this video and share it immediately. That's what to do right away. Share this video to someone. Share it now. All right. Hit the like button on this video. The truth about it is, if you hit the like button, YouTube gets to recommend this video. YouTube gets to put out this video up there. They get to put it up there. And if they put it up there for us, the engagement gets to get high and people get to watch this video over and over again. One thing you should know is that like I would always say at every time in this training, that if you're to put together in figures what you get to pay for this training, it's going to be something very, very big. The best thing to do is to invite someone. Please hit the invite button, share the video to invite at least 5 persons. Let them come to join the training and tell them that we are live. They should come and join live so they can ask questions and they'll be answered live on the training. Next thing is give yourself mental vacuum. Unlearn everything you know because what you're going to learn will change your life today. So save the previous last weekend video for watch later. I think I said it yesterday. If you've not watched, if you're joining for the first time, welcome. But you have to watch from last weekend because like a video, then share to someone. So I said yesterday, your mindset matters. We don't want to go over that again. So we mentioned this before. So things to look out for. So today we are going to be dealing with managing e-commerce. So growing and managing e-commerce. That's one thing we're going to be dealing with today. Growing and managing e-commerce. What? Please, if you can hear me, you can comment. You can, loud and clear, or just comment loud or comment clear, so that we know that we're having a very great network today. Because yesterday we had a very terrible network. So if you can hear me, just drop a comment for me. All right. So scaling e-commerce is something else we're going to look at as it goes. The next one, okay, so official hashtags to talk about the training is 100k ecom, hashtag 100k dollar ecom, 100k dollar ecom business. Amazing. So we are going to have all of that today. All right, guys. So we will bring it up. I guess so. Our guest is Somto Anekwe, Mr. Somto Anekwe, and it's someone, like I said, that has been doing this business for like say less more than 5 years now, and he's been doing it practically and profitably. So guys, drop some comments for him as well. Make welcome to the live training Somto Anekwe.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever in the world you might be watching us from. It's so glad to be here. And thank you so much, my dear brother, for this invite. I really appreciate it and I honor you deeply. Thank you so, 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 so much. So far, throughout this training, I myself have been learning a lot because I've joined for pretty much everything since the starting, right? So sometimes I'm active here too in the comments because we learn every day, and that's something you're going to learn in e-commerce management, which is what I'll be majoring on tonight. End of the slide, there's somewhere I said that e-commerce management is never a done deal. So you keep learning, learning, learning forever, right? So there are so many stuff that I'm still learning, right? Even in this training, so many things that were highlighted. Uh, so there was something I even heard yesterday that triggered an action for me in my business. And I've started taking steps towards that. Just yesterday, something I heard yesterday. So we are all learning in this as well. Okay. So good to be here. Please, everything you're learning so they are all very viable. They work so well. They are solid. Everybody who has come on here, all solid, solid, solid people. And it's such a privilege to be here as well tonight. All right. Who is ready for tonight's class? Drop some fire in the emoji, drop some comments, drop some thumbs up, and let's get started because it's going to be really hot in here tonight. Share this
Yeah.
link, share this link, share this link to everybody. Post it on your status, post it on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. People should come join this as well because you're going to learn a lot and so many things that we're going to share here are not just related to e-commerce but also business in general. So people who even are not doing e-commerce specifically, business that will be shared here would also be applicable to them as well, right? So let's dive right straight in. E-commerce management, delivery organization, and finances. All right. E-commerce is a numbers business. All right. It's a business of numbers. Okay. The more you sell, the more money you make. The more people who see you. If you open your Facebook dashboard, everybody here, most people here know what the Facebook dashboard is. And something else I'll try to do tonight is to try to also carry everybody along. There are so many things in my slides that are also for newbies. There are so many things that also that are for beginners. So it's for starting, growing, scaling, and management. All right. So if you open the Facebook dashboard, if you're not used to it, everything there is numbers, 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 right? Numbers. If you open your Excel sheet, everything there is numbers. You're going to be seeing reach, impressions, um, cost per result, cost per action, cost per impression, uh, amount spent, and all of that. So everything there is numbers, 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 numbers. Okay,
mm.
so it's a business of numbers, and you must learn those numbers and take it seriously. Okay, all right. So story time. Story. You can reply story in the comments. So I'll be sharing relatable stories all through this class, so that we can practically understand what it is that we are talking about. All right. So this thrill and this there was something that used to happen to me before. It used to happen a lot before in my e-commerce business. So, and it was that it was not being properly managed. So whenever I make a sale, I'm like, whoa, money don't land. Oh yeah, oh, now time to go chop. I'm time to go cash out. So let's say you're selling a product that is selling for, let's say, 30,000 naira, and whenever you make a sale, you're like, wow, um, I just sold this product. Okay, or your time to cash out, right? If you make an expense, then in my head I'll be like, maybe I go somewhere, I spend maybe 100K, then I'll be like,
The network is bad. You're breaking, Mr. Somto. Yeah.
all you're free to spend is all that is within your profit, unless you're going to hurt your business and hurt your business so bad. Just give me a minute so that I would switch the network. Yeah.
So while we wait for Mr. Somto, I think he's left the studio now because of network glitch. He'll be back shortly. All right. We can hear you.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. So I was saying that.
So while we wait for Mr. Somto, I think he's left the studio now because of network. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, I was saying that all that you're free to spend is all that is within your profits. Okay. So
Mm.
don't be like me then that I calculate my expenses with the cash that's coming in, and I'm like, if I make 100K expense, and I just to do four sales, the money don't cover. So
Mm.
so that is that. So look at this, the e-commerce cycle. The e-commerce cycle. If you can screenshot these slides, please do. The e-commerce cycle. All right. So this is everything that happens in the e-commerce business. All right. This is everything, a summary of everything that happens in the e-commerce business, the e-commerce cycle. All right. So from product research, then purchase, to website and sales funnel setup, and then to advertising, and then to delivery, and then cash remittance. And then from cash remittance, you can go back to product research and purchase again if you are looking to start something different, sell another product. But if it's same product, then you'll be in this mini cycle, which is cash remittance, advertising, delivery, cash remittance, advertising. So whenever cash is remitted, you advertise, deliver, remit, advertise, deliver. But if you're starting afresh, product research, purchase, website setup, advertise, deliver, cash, right? So this is the e-commerce cycle. This is everything that happens in the business, okay? And each of them is so important. All of them, every of them, each of them is very important. So product research and purchase, that's when you research the products you want to sell, you look for products, you search, and then decide on a particular one you want to sell, and you you set up a website or sales funnel for it. That's if you want to test it first before purchasing, and then you purchase, advertise, deliveries are done, cash is remitted to you. Okay, so website or sales funnel, that's the website where your product exists. All right, so whatever your website is, abc.com, that's where your products are hosted. Okay, people are going to see your product, your copy, your sales copy, your headline, your hook, everything, your benefits, features of your product, and all that. Then after that, you send traffic to your website, right? So you advertise your website either through social media advertising like Facebook ads, Google, TikTok ads, Twitter ads, or search engine ads like Google ads, YouTube ads, right? Any form of advertising, even radio, TV, billboards, banners, they're all advertising, right? So that's how you drive traffic to your website, right? But what we majorly use here is online advertising, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads. That's majorly what we use, right? Then onto delivery. So you begin to deliver. If you get orders in Lagos, you get orders in Delta State, get orders in Ogun State, you deliver them, and then your delivery people send you cash because it's a pay on delivery model. They send you cash after that, and it goes on and on and on like that. All right. And I know you might have questions like, must we set up funnels? Must we use Facebook ads?
Mm,
Why must we deliver? Why must it be pay on delivery? But the thing is, um, you're free to try out other things and they can work. But in all of this, we are giving you a plug and play method. We are telling you
mm,
what works, right? We're,
mm,
we're giving you the entire meat of the whole thing. So we're not telling you, oh, go and try to run your ads to WhatsApp. We're not telling you to go and try and use Twitter ads. We're not telling you, oh, try and use this kind of delivery. We're giving you what works. This is what works. This is what we do. Okay, so this is what we did this today. We did it yesterday. We did it last week. It is working. This is what works, right? So you just carry it, plug and play. We're not beating around the bush. We're giving you a working system. Right? This is how I run my e-commerce business to date. And everybody who has come here to speak and will speak, this is how it is run. All right. So we're giving you a system that works. Okay. And your stores management starts once you start receiving orders. People think that once you start receiving orders is where e-commerce stops, but that's where it actually starts. Okay.
mm,
So everything we do in the business is so that we'll get orders, so that we'll get orders, so that we'll get orders. Once you set up your ads, you're done looking for a product, all of that. Once you start receiving orders, you're like, thank God. So let's say you spent 5,000 naira and then it brought 10 orders. You're like, wow, thank God I got a product. But that is actually when the business starts. Because as you spend on ads, you're supposed to realize a return on your investment at the end of the day. And
mhm,
if that doesn't happen, then you're not running a business. You're running at a loss. Okay, so where the whole numbers game starts from is when you start receiving those orders. In fact, even before then, when you're setting up your adverts, how the orders are coming in. But when you start receiving your orders, that's when this business actually starts. That's not where it ends. So you don't receive. So say you're doing 50 orders a day, you're like, wow, thank God I'm doing 50 orders a day. I just get money, spend. That's actually when the business starts. All right. That's not where it stops. We're going to cover all of what you should do once you start receiving orders so that you stay profitable and you keep being profitable. Okay. Always do these things. Number one, have a goal. All right. Have a weekly delivery goal or target. Have a weekly order goal or target. All right. So tell yourself this week, you know, as this week is starting, as next week starts, everything we're doing here is practical. Okay. So we are summarizing this week now. So as next week starts, at the start of the week, get a pen and paper and write down what your target for the week is. Okay. So tell yourself, I want to do 100 orders this week. All right. And I want to have at least 50 deliveries from that 100 orders this week. All right. Have that goal. Don't just generate orders and deliver them anyhow it comes. If customer says they are not available, you just leave it like that. If the delivery person says this is what customer says, you leave it like that. You're supposed to have a goal. You're supposed to have an end goal in mind regarding everything that is happening in your business. Okay. So you're supposed to have a goal in mind. All right. Set a goal from the start for what you want. All right. Have a weekly, and the two very important goals you should have are the number of orders you want and the number of deliveries you want. Okay. The number of orders you want to do and the number of deliveries you want to do. Right. Then, number two, have a blueprint that you're following, have a plan. So beyond setting a goal, there should be a plan behind that goal. All right. There should be a mega plan. Right. So the plan can be, oh, I purchased 1,000 units of this product and I want to get this 1,000 units sold in 1 month. So if you have that plan in mind, what is the goal you have towards that? If you want to sell 1,000 units in a month, then you should be doing at least 200 to 300 orders or 200 to 300 deliveries rather weekly. All right, you should be doing at least 200 to 300 deliveries weekly. So if you do 200 deliveries weekly for 4 weeks, that's 800 delivered. All right, if you do 300 delivered for 4 weeks, that's 1,200 delivered. All right, so if you have 1,000 products and you want to sell them off in a month, break it down to the week and say, this week, how many orders am I supposed to have to sell 1,000 products? All right, if you have 50% delivery rate and you want to, we are getting into numbers now, right? So you should pay rapt attention. So if you have a delivery rate of 50%, so 50% delivery rate means out of every 100 orders you get, only 50 are delivered. Out of every 1,000 orders you get, 500 are delivered. Out of every 10 orders you get, 5 are delivered. All right. Out of every 10 orders, if out of every 10 orders you get, 4 are delivered, that's a 40% delivery rate. If out of every 10 orders you get, 3 are delivered, that's a 30% delivery rate. All right. So for this example, I'm using 50%. So if you have a 50% delivery rate, that means out of every 1,000 orders, 500 are delivered. That means to deliver 1,000 units of products, you need to have at least 2,000 orders to deliver 1,000 units of products. Okay. And that also means that if your adverts are converting at, say, 2,000 naira per order, if it's costing you 2,000 naira to get one order, that means to get 2,000 orders, you need to spend 4 million naira, right? So 2,000 times 2,000 naira, right? That's 4 million. I'm right, right? So that's what you need to spend. So you need to spend 4 million naira to get the orders that we exhaust 1,000 units of products, right?
Hmm.
And if any day you check your ads manager and you see that in your ads manager your adverts are already, your cost per conversion is already going to 2005, 2008. Just know that you're already slipping away from that goal. You're already slipping away from that goal. And
Hmm.
if you want to spend 4 million naira, that would mean that every day you should spend at least 150,000 naira thereabout. So if 1 week passes,
It's
if this is
easy.
your goal,
Easy. You know his numbers. Small, small. Even me right there. Small, small. Okay. Let's take it slow. I think
okay,
I think I'm speaking for everybody. When is it going too fast? Please just tell me in the comment box. Is it going too fast? Should he take it easy or should just continue with this flow? Professional, like, take it easy. Please go ahead. Sorry for cutting
okay, all right, all right. All right. So if you if you're going to spend 4 million naira in a month on adverts, so let's do the calculation. So me too, I have my calculator here. All right, so let's start. So I'll take it gradually, and you're running ads for 30 days in a month. So that's 4 million naira divided by 30 days. Okay, so 4 million divided 30, that's 133,000. So that's why I said you need to do at least 150K per day on your ads. All right. So, but here is the thing that you should know. If any day passes by and you don't spend at least that 150,000 naira on your ads, just know that you are the witch that is doing yourself. Just know that you're already slipping away from your goal. That's how I like to see it. So I know that every day is not equal. I know that sometimes when you spend such amount on ads, you wouldn't really get the returns. Yes, yes, right. There is all of that, right? But this whole number that we're working with are averages of okay, if it happens like this, it's supposed to be like this. All right. So what I usually tell myself is if I have a goal, if my goal is spending 200,000 naira per day on ads, so after I've done all my calculations, I'm like, to sell off this batch of products or to meet up with the plan I have this month or to meet up with the plan I have for this year, if I'm not spending this amount weekly, then I'm the one doing myself. So just know that any day on your ads that you don't fund, in this case now, that you don't fund 150K in your ads manager, you're already failing. You are already doing the wrong thing. So if 150,000 does not leave your pocket every day, it's not going to happen. That goal can never happen. That goal can never happen. So these are the little things that you should use to keep yourself in check. That's how I keep myself in check. I'm like, almost every day, if this amount of money does not leave my pocket, that's the first thing first before we start dealing with, ads manager, yeah, bring orders, give us our daily bread today. Right. But you must spend the amount of money first of all to even get close to your goal, right? So you've done your part, and then you now begin to tweak your ads and observe your ads, how it's performing that day, if it's staying within the planned range, or if you can bear the 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 rate at which it is exceeding what you planned. So if you plan that, you want to be at 2,000 naira cost per conversion, and then now is at 2,005, can your profit still allow for that? Right. So these are the lapses that you should check for. If your profit can allow for your ads to get to 2,500 or 3,000 naira cost per conversion, then it's still fine. Still keep running the ad, because at the end of the day, some customers will even purchase more than one. Right. Some of the orders too come via WhatsApp. Some of them come via some people who are coming back to purchase. They come via repurchases. Okay. So at the end of the day, you would still be near your goal. You still be near your goal. But you can never spend less than that amount and reach that goal. That is a constant. A constant is that you can never spend less than that amount and reach that goal. Right. So let's tune it down a bit. If you have 100 units of products and your goal is to sell off that 100 units of products in a month, what does that mean? That means that you need to, okay, let's do the calculation. So this is how I do it, right? So let's do the calculation. So we have 100 units of products, and in a month we have 30 days for most months as the average. Okay, so 100 units divide 30. That means every day we need to be delivering at least 3 products. Although deliveries don't happen on Sundays, right? So technically it's like 26 days, but let's just use this calculation. So every day you need to be delivering at least 4 products. In fact, 4 products, since we have 26 days and since this is 3.3. So let's just say 4 products. Okay. So every day we need to be delivering at least 4 products to deliver 100 products in a month. Okay. And to deliver at least 4 products, if your cost per conversion, if your delivery rate now, if your delivery rate is 30%, so let's say out of every 10 orders, you deliver 3. Out of every 3 orders, you deliver 1. Out of every 100 orders, you deliver 30, 33.3, you deliver 30. So that means your delivery rate is 30%. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So if your delivery rate is 30%, that would mean that you need to generate at least 10 orders per day.
Mm.
Okay, because out of that 10 orders is 3 that will deliver, right? So that means you need to generate at least 10 orders per day. All right. And to generate 10 orders per day, if your cost per conversion is 3,000 naira, that means to generate 10 orders per day, you need to spend at least 30,000. So 10, that's 10 orders per day times 3,000 naira cost per conversion. That's 30,000. So that means every day you need to spend at least 30,000. So any day you don't spend up to 30,000 on your adverts, Leave the others part, leave the part of others coming in. This part is the part you really can control what you spend. So anything you don't spend up to this point, because you can never, with this cost per conversion, you can never spend 10,000 naira and have that 10 others. Never. Even if it happens, it will happen maybe once in a month or something. Okay. So you can never ever spend 10,000 naira and get that and get 10 orders in this case. You can never ever spend it. You can never even spend 20,000 and get, so maybe you should spend at least 25, 30K. So any day you're not spending 30K for this case, you are already slipping away from your goal. All right. So in this case, you need to spend at least 30,000 naira every day to get 10 orders. And out of that 10 orders, three will now deliver. All right. And when it delivers, you do all your calculations and get money at the end of the day. Right. So number three here is get to work. All right. Push fatigue aside. You must keep executing. All right. Get to work. Get to work. Number four is document. A minuscule detail written could save nine. All right. So always write down. There's a template here for writing things down. As we progress, we would see it. Okay. So your part, after receiving an order, you put a call across to the customer ASAP. All right. So you would usually have a phone call script. Hello, this is Mr. Somto calling you from online stores, Nigeria. You just placed an order for this iPhone. We are calling you to confirm your order and be sure that you are available to be delivered to. And we have your order ready. Where can we deliver to you? What time? Right. So after your call with your customer, some people collect a commitment fee of, say, maybe 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira for high ticket products, as the case may be, right? Just to commit the customer to the purchase. Okay. Then what you should do from this call, you must write down what the customer said. Okay. You write down what the customer said in a notebook or in your Google Sheets, and then transfer what the customer said to the delivery group. All right. So then you forward the order as a WhatsApp message to the delivery zone. Depend on what the customer said. So if the customer said they're ready for today, you forward it to the delivery guys, and then you say this person is ready, this person is ready, they should deliver to them. Right. Then the delivery company's part is to do the delivery and send your cash back to you. Okay. So this is have a notebook. Okay, if I have a notebook, so this is basically how we document. So this is practically my playbook. So have a notebook, okay? So serial number 1234. This is the customer's name, Dayo Akin. This is the quantity the person purchased. So the 245,000 location, Yaba, Lagos. Have you called the person? Yes. What was the person's feedback? They are ready, delivered tomorrow. Then later on, after delivery is done, was this delivered? Yes. Has this been remitted for? Yes. For 2,000 was remitted. After 3,000 naira delivery fee was taken from this order value. Then name, Audio Felix, he wants one. 25,000 naira is the price in Eboma, Edo State. Has he been called? Yes. What was his feedback? He's not available now. Next week. Has he been delivered to? No. Remitted? No. Okay. Then another side of a notebook should be for finances. Okay, many people don't do this. Um, so this is the financial part, and I really like this part because I interact with this part a lot. Even to date. For this part, I really don't interact with it anymore because there's a team that interacts with it, with all these, with customer relations, have they called, follow up, all of that. There's a team. But for this financial part, I still review it every week. Okay, so I've so what dates? So this is the financial record of every money that has entered your account or that has left your business account. Okay. So what date did the money come in? What amount for 2000? Was it debit or credit? Credit. Who was the sender or receiver of that money? So the sender in this case, since it's a credit, is from Lagos Delivery. Maybe the Lagos delivery company name is Tiso Logistics. So okay, Tiso from Tiso Logistics. Then the purpose for they sending that money, remittance, then your balance for the 2,000. Since here we're starting from zero, okay? Then we come down. Then on that same day, 10,000 naira was debited to Facebook. This is sender slash receiver. So who received the money in this case? To Facebook. For what purpose? For ads. So 10,000 naira off 42,000, you have 32,000 in your balance. So you can start this now. You can use this template now from scratch. Like this account starting from zero. Remember, 42,000 naira was credited, then 10,000 naira was debited, and then here 5,000 naira was debited again to supplier for one product, and then you have 27,000. So you keep crediting, debiting the account just like that. So it shows you your real time balance. Okay, this sheet shows you your real time balance, the credit and debit that you've done on that account. All right. So you're supposed to have a separate account for your business. All right. Even if it is not a business account, even if the account is not bearing your business name, even if it's your personal account, you should have a separate, because your business is a separate entity from you. So you're supposed to have a separate accounting for your business. Right. It shouldn't be all your money entering into the same account that you spend from, that your OP. All it shouldn't be there. So spend according to what is in your plan. Okay, so we're coming back to plan again, right? Have a plan and spend according to what is on your plan. All right. Um, if your plan was to raise 1 million naira this month, and according to that plan, for every of your profit that comes in, you are to take out just 5,000 naira for that savings, and then you have to have 5,000 naira to spend on yourself, then that's what you should do. Okay. Remember, it's a numbers game. Spending 5,000 naira on yourself doesn't mean it's only 5,000 naira you have to spend on yourself. If you do 100 deliveries a month, spending 5,000 naira on yourself means you're spending 500,000 naira on yourself, because 100 times 5,000. Okay. So get a new phone number also for your business, because when um truckload of traffic and orders are coming into your phone, you don't want to have that on your personal number. Trust me. You don't want to have that on your personal number. Okay. So someone was telling me recently that they saved her number with the product that she's selling. So somebody checked her number on Truecaller, and then the name was saved with the product that she's selling. So you don't want to do that. You should have a separate phone number, from the start. And if you're not doing that already, you should have a separate phone number for that. Then open a WhatsApp business for it as well. Okay, open a WhatsApp business for it as well. You have an email address as well for it, either customized or a Gmail address, customized from your website, like admin@abc.com. Okay, then the flawless delivery strategy. Okay, so delivery strategies, have changed over time, and there is no one size fits all for everybody. But generally, this rule, this one, I like this one. I like this one. Although right now, I really don't even use it. Right? There are some products that we use this method for, right? But there are some that we don't. So this 4 delivery zone distribution means in the south, you have somebody there, and in the north you have, and in Lagos you have, then in Abuja you have. Okay. Um, so these 4 delivery zones are where your products are situated. Okay, so for the south, you can have one person in maybe Delta State, another person is handling Delta, is handling Rivers, is handling Akwa Ibom, is handling Cross River, is handling Bayelsa. And you can have somebody in the east, maybe the person might be in Anambra, and then from there is handling Enugu, handling Ebonyi, handling Imo, handling Abia. And you can have somebody in the west, the person might be in Ogun State, and from Ogun State is handling Oshun, handling Oyo, handling uh, other western states as well. Then in the north, you can have somebody in maybe Kano, and then from Kano is handling Kaduna, handling Katsina and every other place. Then you have one person for Lagos, have one person for Abuja, right? You can still break this down further, right? If you have a lot more product, if you have less products on ground, then you should limit the number of people that you work with, because you're going to end up doing a lot of way bills. But if you have a lot of products on ground, you can further spread who you deliver, who has your product, so that you can get deliveries done faster. Okay, so that's that. Then how to easily grow your business with good management, bootstrapping. So there's a strategy that's called bootstrapping. Bootstrapping is when you are putting money back into your business, and then you are strategically selling to some locations. Okay, so bootstrapping is, for example, I have a product, and then I would I have a product, say maybe 20 of it. Maybe I have just 100,000 naira, and I'm starting small. I have just 100,000 naira, and then I purchase a few units of this product, keep some money for ads, and all that. And maybe I purchase just 20 units, and that 20 units I can say, instead of spreading thin to try to deliver to the whole country, I would rather try to deliver to the states in the country that have high purchasing power. So in my ads, I will target only Lagos, target only Port Harcourt, target Abuja, right? Then maybe target Benin, Ibadan, um, Kaduna, Enugu, places with higher purchasing power, right? But especially Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. So targeting those places would make me do deliveries faster and receive my remittance faster. Because when you start targeting northern states, if you get order from like KB and your delivery person is in Abuja, to get that
Mm.
product from Abuja to KB will take like 48 hours. And then after 48 hours, it will now, maybe it's one local government inside one village in KB. They will now send it to that person. And then that person will now
Mm.
send the delivery. So it would make your money move slower. But if you have a lot of money, a lot of products on ground, great. You have 1,000 units of products, you can get one delivery person or even two delivery people in each state,
State,
and
yeah.
your delivery will be done faster and money will come back to you faster. But if you don't have a lot of money, this is what you should do to get money in faster. So you target Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. When deliveries are done, they will remit to you that same day. You put money back into ads, you repurchase again. From there, you expand, expand, expand. All right. Put money back into your business. Always document. Look for cheaper suppliers. Cut deals with your suppliers. Tell them, what I used to do before was this. Let me give you my script of um, how I used to purchase products when I used to purchase with lower budget. I will look for suppliers on Gigi. Then in this case, now if the supplier is in Nigeria, look for suppliers on Gigi, look for suppliers on. Um, then there was also OLX. There was also OLX. Then there used to also be O list. There was also O list, right? So different ones. You can even check Jumia, Facebook Marketplace, right? So you get a supplier, and then you want to buy only five, but you tell the supplier that I need 500. You say, hello, good day, Mrs. Funke. I saw that you are selling the rechargeable clipper. How many units do you have on ground? The person will be like, how many do you want? And say, do you have up to 1,000? And the person will know that that's speaking to somebody that is serious. Then she will tell you how many she has on ground, and then be like, okay, no problem. We are going to purchase that before the end of the week. But tomorrow, my rider is coming to you to pick up just 10. Let's test it. Let's see how the product really is. We'll come and pick up 10. Right. So you're going to negotiate as though you're buying 1,000 units. So if you normally would um if you normally would sell it for 5,000 naira, tell her, I'm buying in bulk, sell for me for 30,000. I'm buying 1,000, you sell for me for 30,000, but tomorrow I'm going to pick up 10. So she would even give you that 10 as though you're buying the 1,000. All right.
Mm.
So it works many times. So try to do that. In fact, you can drop. You go into the market. If you're in Lagos, all those Balogun market, trade fair, Alaba, computer village, go into markets, meet suppliers. Everybody wants to sell. They too want to sell. Right. So tell them I can sell this stuff for you. Right. Once I have an collect it from them and deliver before them. Depends on how much you can build trust. Okay. And you can get to cut deals with people. Then you can also import. You can import products as well from China. If you find out that it's cheaper, it's better for you, then import. You can also get goods on credit. I've gotten a lot of goods on that I've bought in bulk from. Many of my suppliers now were even our contacts right now. So over time, because you've built a good credit score, you keep purchasing and paying, and then they give you on credit. You can sell and bring back to them, and you should know how to manage this properly. Reduce your ad costs, okay, not ad budget. So reduce your ad cost. The goal is to spend less and save more. Right. So you need to churn out more creatives. You need to land great copies, great headlines, very good creatives, emphasis on videos, images, do a test, right? So to your ad cost. Okay. And so, how to calculate if you're in profit? There are only three major things you spend on in this business, and those are products, ads, and delivery. All right. You spend on products, you spend on ads, and delivery. Only three major things that you spend on. Other miscellaneous expenses like website renewal, if you're buying Facebook or Google accounts, those ad accounts, right? Then purchasing uh, one or two things for your business here and there, right? But there are three major things that are actively running costs, okay? Your advertisements, your delivery fees, and your product purchase, right? So these are the three things that would majorly eat from your profit, from your selling price, okay? So let's do a quick calculation. If you purchase a product at so let's do this calculation now, how the business runs, what you spend on and all of that. So let's say your product cost is 5,000 naira. So this is what you should do. This is what you should do when you're testing a product, how to set product price, how to calculate if you're in profit, how to do all of that. Okay. So let's say the product cost price is constant. You can't change it. It depends on how much you bargain with the supplier, right? So after all of that, so let's say the product cost price is 5,000 naira. All right. So if the cost is 5,000 naira, you say 5,000 naira. Then the cost of ads. So remember, the cost of ads is gotten from how much your delivery rate actually is, not just what is on Facebook ads. Okay. So on Facebook ads, if on your ads manager dashboard or your Google ads manager dashboard, your your cost per conversion, what is costing you to get one result, one order on your advertisement dashboard is 2,000 naira. Okay. In real life, the cost of that advert is not 2,000 naira. The cost of that advert in real life is dependent on how many orders you need to get for one person to pay you if you're doing pay on delivery. But if you're doing pay before delivery, if customers are paying you before it reflects on the ads manager that you've gotten an order, if customers are paying you first, then truly what is on the ads manager dashboard is what is actually what it is. Okay. But if it is pay on delivery, because every delivery will not go through, the cost per conversion of your advert is not truly what is on the Facebook dashboard. So what's on the Facebook dashboard might be reading 2,000 naira, but what it is in real life is dependent on how many orders you have to get a delivery done.
Yeah.
That's what we call delivery rate. So that's what we call delivery rate. So if you have to get, I said this before. So if you, for those who are just joining, so if you had to get 10 orders for 3 deliveries to be done, that means your delivery rate is 33%. All right. If you had to get um if you had to get 10 orders and 5 deliveries are done, that means your delivery rate is 50%. Okay, so you're delivering 5 out of 10. If you deliver 8 orders out of if you deliver to 10 people out of 8 people out of 10 orders, and your delivery rate is 80%. Okay, so let's say your delivery rate is 50%. Right? If your delivery rate is 50% for this product, and on Facebook ads dashboard, Facebook ad is saying that product that you're getting one conversion at 2,000 naira. That means the ad cost is actually 4,000 naira to get one paying customer, to get
True.
one converting customer, to get one customer who is actually paying you money. You spend 4,000 naira. That is, you get 2 orders to get one that delivers, right? So you spend 4,000 naira, not 2,000 naira that is written on Facebook as dashboard. So if your delivery rate is 50% and Facebook as dashboard says it's 2,000 naira that is your conversion cost, that means it's actually 4,000 naira because you're getting 2 orders to deliver one that is paying you. All right. So your product cost is 5,000, your ads 4,000, then your delivery rate. These days I like to use an average of 6,000, 5,000, 6,000.
Yeah.
I like to just use the max so that it can fall below. Because I like to use 6,000. So product cost 5,000, ad cost 2,000, 4,000, delivery rate 6,000. Okay, so let's do the math. 5,000 plus 4,000 plus 6,000. That's 15,000. All right. So the cost of your product, the cost of getting an order done, a delivery done is 15,000. This is your true cost price. 15,000 is your true cost price. If this product cost is 5,000, ads cost 4,000, and deliveries cost 6,000. All right. Then you now say how much do you want to mark up as profit on this product. All right. We can say 10,000. All right. So we'll add 10,000 to this, 10,000. So what you should price this product should be 25,000. All right. So what you should price the product should be 25,000. And then how do we calculate the the um profit margin on this product? So there's something called profit margin. So you guys, many of you must have been seeing those jargons up and down. So how you calculate profit margin? This is how you calculate profit margin. So the cost of this product is what? 5,000, ads 4,000, delivery.
Sorry to cut in. Please, if you're still, I know I'm doing numbers, so it can mess with the head. If you're still in the
Okay.
class, please drop an emoji or drop a
Okay, please
comment.
drop emoji. Oh.
That's what you're still, because numbers can be a little bit of rattling to the brain. So that's how it
Yes.
is. So drop an emoji before we continue. Drop a comment. Drop in the comment box. If you see 5 comments or 5 emojis,
Yeah, drop some fire if you've been getting value so far, and if you're following. Thank God it's on YouTube, so you can always revisit it to get it
so
clearer.
we're waiting for the comment before we continue. You could drop an emoji, hit the like button, just drop something, drop something. We want to get 5 comments before we actually continue. Let's get 5 comments before we continue. So just drop something to be sure that we are all following. Who is dropping the comments? Okay. So you can continue now. Something. Yeah, you can continue. Hello, can you hear me? Are you there? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Have we lost Mr. Somto to network? I think. Hold on. You can continue.
Okay, all right, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, good to be back.
All right. So go ahead, please.
All right. So yeah, so back to our calculator. So I was saying this is how to calculate your profit margin or your percentage profit, percentage of your profit. So in this case, this product was 5,000, right? The ads 4,000, delivery 6,000. So it was costing you 15,000 to get the actual cost price of this product. Okay, so we're going to say if you want to get a profit margin, and then profit is 10,000, right? So profit margin simple. Your profit is 10,000 on this 25,000 naira product. So it's simple. 10,000 divide 25,000 times 100, 40%. So your profit margin on this product is 40%. So let me go again. Your profit on this product is 10,000 naira, right? And then the selling price of this product is 25,000 naira. Okay. So we say 10,000 divide 25,000 times 100. That's 40. That's 40%. And that's healthy for. So different businesses have different profit margins that are healthy for them. Okay. So for e commerce, a healthy profit margin is between 30 to 50%. In fact, it can even fall lesser when you're scaling. When you're scaling very much, you can fall to 25%, 20%, even possibly lesser, right? If you're doing 15% of 200 million, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Okay. Or 1 billion, even. of 1 billion. That's beautiful. So as long as you're selling physical commodities, you're running an e-commerce business. Okay, so a healthy profit margin, is between 30 to 50%, really great. 30, 40, 50%, awesome. You can even go higher, right? It depends on the product, right, and the market and all of that. So so that's that. All right. Then putting cash back into your business, cash allocation and planning. All right. Always allocate your cash. Do not spend recklessly. Okay. The money where you get to it dey finish you. Amen. Then where is this cash going to? Right? There are some things you cannot control truly. So focus on what you can control. All right. There's some things you really that really are out of your control. Sometimes you can't control how many orders you're getting. In fact, you can't control how many orders you're getting. What you can control are how many ads you're running, how many creatives you have, how good your creatives are, how good your product is, how good your team is following up, how good your delivery people are getting deliveries done, right? But you can't control customers picking up. You can't control, who and who will actually buy, but you can control these other factors that will greatly influence the ones you can't control. Okay, so stay consistent. Okay, stay consistent even when it seems like it's not going so well. Stay consistent, because if you leave the business, it's going to leave you. It's going to leave you. So stay consistent. Stay at it. Stay at it. As long as you're profitable, even if you break even, it was something that Osaro said yesterday as well. Even if you break even, stay in business, right? You need to quit seeing this business as just some side hustle that you just must cash out every time. You just must cash out every time. Okay. If you break even, as long as people remember you, you have your brand going, you're making sales, then that's great. That's great. Okay. E-commerce is a liquid business. You must never run out of cash. It's a very liquid business. Very liquid. It highly depends on cash. You must never run out of cash. Keep your cash. That's why you shouldn't spend recklessly. Everything in e-commerce requires raw cash. Is it suppliers you need to pay? Is it ads you need to run? Ads, once you go, if it's Facebook ads you're running, once you go to pay you and you're running prepaid, you're doing prepaid. Once you go to pay you to fund, the money leaves your account ASAP. ASAP. They are not waiting for you. So if you don't have that cash, you're in trouble. Okay. So everything in e-commerce requires raw cash. Raw cash. Raw cash. You see people saying they spend 1 million naira per day on ads. It's raw cash. It's not, there's no demo. You can't do demo, trade, trying, whatever. It's raw cash. When you're testing ads, we say we are testing ads, we are testing ads. That testing ads. If orders come, you go deliver and now, right? So there's no testing, really. Everything happens actually. Everything happens practically. Okay. So that's how the business works. The do's and don'ts of managing an e-commerce store. Believe that this business can make you a millionaire, even a billionaire. You must believe that. That's one of the um, core that's one of the core things that Vincent emphasized on, at the start of this class. Your belief, how much you believe in what you do. Okay, so believe that this business can make you a millionaire, even a billionaire. True, true. I've seen this business make people millionaires, billionaires. If you don't believe it's not going to happen for you, right? If you think, all these numbers they are calling online, all these things they are calling big money, is fake. Oh, okay. As you believe, so shall it be unto you. All right. As you believe, so shall it be unto you. Okay, this business can blow you up. It can be a miracle for you. All right. You can do big numbers. You can do billions. People do crazy things with this business. Never play with your cash. All right. Never play with your cash. Take it seriously. Be prudent with your money. Hold your money tightly. Don't let it go recklessly anyhow, because if it goes, it's never coming back, and you work so hard to get it back. When it's time to spend on yourself, great. Also, spend on yourself. Do stuff for yourself. Buy stuff. Live a comfortable life. All right. Then sell products that work. This one. There's some sort of people that they call. I think it's they say some people are doing e-commerce, while some are doing G-commerce, right? Yahoo commerce. So they are selling products that don't work. A lot of people sell products that don't work. Those products you import from China. There are 100 naira cost price, and the sell of the product, they promise you heaven and earth that it does this, is magical, is superb, and you bring it, it doesn't work. Okay, sell products that work, sell stuff that you'll be proud to use, sell stuff that you yourself can use. Before you sell, check out the product yourself and see if the product actually does what they say it does or what you're saying it does. Okay. Then don't be afraid to spend on ads. Don't be afraid to spend on ads. All right. I saw someone make a post and said that the biggest mistake he made was a day that he wanted to fund 30,000, and then he mistakenly he wanted to set an ad budget of 30,000, and then he mistakenly added one other zero. It now became 300,000. That was the biggest and sweetest mistake of his life. And then, it was prepaid ads that the person is using. So for that one, they debit it from your card directly. You don't even fund it like for pay you now that you can fund it. So he wanted to put 30,000 as his daily budget, and then mistakenly added an extra zero, 300,000. He said that was the biggest mistake and sweetest mistake of his life, because the ad did well. He converted. He saw a truckload of traffic I had never seen before, and that was a game changer for him. Right. So maybe that 30K per day would have given him 10 orders, and then 300K per day. He was seeing 80, 100 orders a day. It was like, wow, this is possible. Oh, yeah. Oh. Right. So when you catch a hot selling product, milk it, because that season won't last forever. When you catch a hot selling product, milk it, milk it dry, hold it tight, suck out everything it has, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, pump up the budget, scale it, right? Because that season will not last forever. People sell products for long, even in fact, right now, e-commerce is transitioning into where you build a brand and then you can sell a product forever. Yes, there is that, but there is also the part where there are hot products, right? So for that aspect, milk it, right? It won't last forever. Okay, don't work with a delivery company that you don't know or that is not recommended. Okay, if you see delivery companies, don't work with a delivery company that you don't know or that is not recommended. Okay, so please work with people that you know and people that are recommended, people that other people recommend to you and say, hey, use this person. Right, so that's it. And yeah, closing remarks. You can never cover everything about e-commerce management. I said this at the start of the class that we learn every day. I've been joining the class and I've been learning. So you can never cover everything. You learn and improve every day. Do what works for you. Okay, different people have different things that work for them. Some people will tell you, oh, they don't fund their adverts at midnight. Some people will tell you, they don't test product before they purchase. Different. Do what works for you, but start. Do something. As that is happening consistently, you're going to discover what works for you. You're going to have your own magic, right? You're going to discover your own products. You're going to discover how business works for you as well, right? But you should work with these guidelines. That would be the end of my class. All right. Questions can come in. Thank you very much. It was great having you here. Connect with me on social media. These are my details. Thank you so much.
Amazing, 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 amazing. So, guys, we'll take the question and answers now. I think we've mastered the 1 hour time interval. So we'll take the question and answer now. If you've got questions, drop them. I'm going to answer them. We're going to take questions for, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes. All right, so let me ask the first question. So for a starter now, what do you think is the very important things to focus on e-commerce delivery and management? Someone that just started, right? What do you think are the things you should focus on?
Okay. All right. What you should focus on is what brings in the money, because this business is a direct response business. Okay. You can see this is not the time to do fancy things, do some things that you don't need. You can see people like Nike, Apple, you know, doing ads on billboards. They will just write one cool copy. It's not a time to do those things. It's not a time to do any fancy thing. Focus on direct response. What will elicit a direct response from customers? What it is that is going to bring a direct sale, and that is advertisements. That is the delivery people you work with, your follow up, your products. Those are the things you focus on so that you start generating cash as soon as possible. Then, with time, every other thing is going to fall into place. You're going to have a brand, you're going to have line of products, you're going to have a team, you're going to have human resource managers, you're going to have branding, you're going to have PR, you're going to have all of that. But focus on what is spinning the money. Spinning the money. Once you catch it, stay there. So, what is directly bringing in the money? That's what you must focus on.
So, second question I'd like to ask. Okay, someone asking a question. I don't know if this question is complete. I don't think it's complete. Okay, no, it's not complete. So please, you can ask your question. Ask your questions. If there are no questions, just let us know. Ask the question. So I'd like to ask, what are direct steps of a startup? Like you start now, what happens when you start? And at what stage of this management are you at? So you start, if you get orders, how do you get the orders? Where do the orders come to? Where do you take the orders to? How do you get them delivered? Something like that. So
Okay. 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 Let's go to this slide. This e-commerce cycle. Okay. This answers the whole thing. All right. So e-commerce cycle. This is how you start, and this is everything that happens. Product research, purchase, then you set up a simple website for that product. So we mostly use WordPress websites. All right. So you set up, you purchase a domain name and a hosting plan. All right. You can use any domain hosting providers, Hostinga, GoDaddy, Namecheap, right? So many of them. Then you buy a website from there. So let's say you want to name your site perfectshop.com. You see perfectshop.com, you buy that hosting, then you install WordPress on your site and then get page builders to build out your product on that site. And after you build it out, you run adverts to it and then get them delivered. Then you collect your cash, run advert again, get them delivered, collect cash, run advert, get them delivered. Then next time you can still repeat the cycle. So this is the cycle of the entire thing that happens from step 1 to 100. Mhm.
So where did the orders come to? How do you get the orders? Where did they come to?
All right. Okay. So since you have a website, when you run adverts to that website, when you send traffic to that website, people see your product. Then they place an order on your site. So on your site, you're supposed to have a form that collects people's details, that collect customers' details. Okay.
Mm,
So you have a form. There are different kinds of form that can be embedded into WordPress website. There's WP form, Cognito form, Elementor form, Tribe form, so many of them. So you embed one of them into your site. So name. So after talking about your product, there's a part where you collect your customers' details, name, phone number, address, how many do you want, and all of that. So when you collect those details, in that form also, the customer details are sent into your email address or they are stored there on your website. So you always go and check and collect the orders. And when you collect the orders, you contact the customer. Hello, we got your order. Are you ready to be delivered to? If the person is ready, you send the person details to the delivery person, or you can deliver it yourself. If you're even close to the location and you have the product with you, you can go and deliver it yourself. I've done deliveries myself before. I want to deliver it yourself and collect your money, right? So once the person needs the product, they are the one who saw the product online. So you are the one doing them a favor. You must always look at this thing from that angle that you're not begging for customers, you're not begging for others. They need the product. They saw it. They put their details willingly. You didn't force them to do that. They gave you their details, gave you their address, gave you everything, and said, "I want this product." So you contact them. Hey, you wanted this? We're bringing it to you. All right. You go there, collect their money, and give them the product, and it's done. You repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. So imagine doing this. Imagine doing 10 of these a day, right? 50 of these a day, 100 of these a day. Right? That's how you scale. That's where the orders come
mm,
to.
So come from email, from Facebook adverts to email to WhatsApp and all of that. So we have quite a number of questions here. We're just going to put up one. So
All right.
that's it.
Okay. Yeah, this was the former question that was asked that was not complete. Okay, yeah, you talked about documenting. Can you talk about how you documented? Okay. Okay, yeah, there's also a slide for that. So see, look at this. Documenting is simply, writing down plans and what is happening in your business. Okay, so for the part of what is happening, there are also some other documents that I also have. There's one I also call a product bank. That a list of products that I want to test are. So when I see products on Facebook or on Instagram, I get ideas, I think of ideas, and I'm like, oh, this thing needs a solution, this thing needs a solution. Find a product for it. From Alibaba, from Gigi, I save products everywhere. Save them and then put them into a bank. That I'm like, okay, this product, I want to test this one's next. I want to test this one. I want to test this one. All right. So this is how you document for your business. So have a notebook, you know, name, quantity. These are where orders come into. So when you receive your orders, either a notebook or a Google sheet, spreadsheet, either Excel, Google, anyone. So Google Sheets, that's what I use because you can access it from anywhere. So here we receive this person's order, Mr. Dayo Akin. This is the amount for the product. This is the location. We've called him. Yes. The feedback. Oh, he's ready. Deliver to him tomorrow. Yes, we have delivered. So this is after delivery. You complete this part. So this one is not delivered. So this is for the customer relations documentation. Then this one is for financial documentation. All right. This was the date. This amount of money came in. Was it a debit or was it a credit? This was the sender. This was the receiver. This is the purpose. This is your balance. So with this, you're good to go. So that's how I document.
Amazing. So I'm just gonna check out the slide so I can. So next question we have number. Okay. Can you see the question?
Okay. Sometimes the 10K profit margin is difficult because some others might be selling the same product even with 2K profit margin. What's the solution? Okay, if you feel like the market is saturated, lots more people are selling and then they are putting a lesser price, then there are so many things you can do. You can, and then you're not getting orders because even if you set your price at your own profit margin, you'll still be getting orders, right? And then, but lesser, you know. So what you can do here, you can either keep selling, you can stop selling and try a new product that is more unique and that is, less visible to many other people. Okay, so you can try a new product. Then you can re-angle your own product as well. Come from a different angle and sell to a totally different audience. Okay, so these are the things that you should do. Very simple. You can always go to a new product if you don't like the profit margin and don't like
Okay.
how the
So
market is responding to
let
it.
me add to it. The truth about it is that whether you like it or yes, there are. If you are not selling a white label product, you must always have competitors. It's the truth. By white label, I mean product that has your custom label on it. Even with the white label product or private label product, you will have competitors. But the truth is, you will not have competitors that sell your product. Let me take for instance, I'm selling 5 products. So I know my guys, I know like 5 of my guys selling 5 products. All of them have different names on their products. So it's kind of it kind of screens out your competitors at a level playing ground because you're selling the product that has its own label, right? Or you're selling the only way not to have competitors is you're selling product that newly arrived. When someone asked me a question, someone asked me a very funny question. Was he is it yesterday or last week? The person asked me, said, Mr. Vincent, when is your own section coming? Like when I go do my own section. And I told the person that I'm doing a lot of sections on my YouTube channel. That I don't have a section. So I'm saying to say another way to not have computers is if you have producers sending you very recent and new hot products. He helped me to talk about it. He said he has made contact with producers that send him very recent products. There's a niche we sell. Some of the products we sell, if you go to Alibaba, you will not see the pictures anywhere. The company has not played in Alibaba for 2 months, for 3 months, 4 months, because the relationship has built with them, and because the volumes will move. So it has given me time. So that 2 months, you can sell 3,000 pieces. That 4 months, you can sell 2 months, 3K pieces, 3 months, like that. So before the market wakes up, I'm far gone. I've gone very far. So I enjoy exclusivity. What happens is that producer sends me. So someone will ask me, how do I then get the picture? So I have staff. I have some staff in the company in China that snaps the product picture just for me. Have their designers design it just for me and send it to me. If you go to 6088, if you go to Taboao, if you go to Alibaba, you won't see those pictures anywhere. AliExpress, you won't see it, but I have it. They're on my site. So if you want to be a competitor with me, you may not even know how to get it because it's with the picture you used to engage the seller. So if you engage any seller, there is no picture to. I don't know that you get me. Sorry, let me just share my screen a little. Let me do. This class is becoming long. I don't know. I think I should just stop so that. Okay, let me just see if I can just share my screen a little. I don't want us to mask too much into the time. So hold. Let me show you what I mean. So with that picture, like there's no picture to use in source for the product. So it's a way to edge out competition too. All right. So let's search for something. Let me search for if I can do a general search without having to sign in. You have to sign in now to do search. Okay. Okay. Let's say blender, fancy blender. All right, so this is look at this picture now. So it's with this picture. Oh, sorry, I thought I was sharing my screen. Sorry, I have to share my screen. I thought I was sharing my screen. Oh, sorry. Let me see if my screen is sharing already. Okay, so with this fancy blender on the screen, that's what I would use to go and look for this product. But if I don't have this picture, I can't look for the product. So when you've built relationships, or when you've built relationship with producers, you can be able to get privy into product that before you have a competition, the market has not woken up. You've gone very far with the product. So that's the way to edge out competition. But if you're selling normal products, you could pick from Alibaba, you could pick from DG, you would always have competition selling it with you. And the truth is that e-commerce is like every open market. And an open market, except for some market that fixed, people sell different prices. So if 2K, if 5K profit margin is not great for you, I don't advise you sell. You understand? So if 4K is not good for you, I don't advise you sell because your pockets and the pocket of the person selling with 2K margin is not the same thing. The person may be marking up numbers in a short while, but you're trying to bootstrap. So if you and okay, a secret or an insider secret to getting products that are hot. I think there's supposed to be a section on hot products. But before I launches is if you want to buy a product, like you want to buy this product, you can change it to yuan, but it will take time. So let's just do it. If you want to buy this product, and insider secret to buying a product, I don't know, this is open on that tab. Once you open, this is open in different tabs. Once you open to buy a product, see that contact supplier, contact the supplier, take them to somewhere called WeChat. From WeChat, you can take them to WhatsApp, have their number, and tell them to be sending you newly released products. That's a way to have product that before the market picks up, you've gone far and there's no competition. So I hope that I've done this addition. I've done justice to a little bit of the competition question. All right, so something. Let's go. We have plenty of questions here. There are questions. The questions are more. Let me just choose one. If someone is asking, do you estimate the actual cost of the product before starting to test to get actual figures? So this is a direct question. So
Do you estimate the actual cost of the product when starting or you test to get actual figures? Okay. I don't totally get it, but let me just cover that. Do you estimate the actual product when starting
Like
out?
you
So
calculate
when
product cost profit before you test, like before you fix price
yes,
to
so
test.
yes. I mentioned that earlier. With the example of that product. Yeah, so you calculate everything, including profit, before you start selling, right? So earlier in the slide, I mentioned product cost price. So let's say you're getting the product at 5,000 naira, and then you estimate ads to be 4,000 naira, and then estimate delivery to be 6,000. So that's 15,000, and then you want your profit to be 10,000. Okay, so you sell at 25,000. So yes.
Amazing. So this person is asking, I've sourced some products from suppliers and realized I can't compete with price in the market because I couldn't get it cheaper from suppliers. How do I sell products that are profitable? I think I answered that, but you can show more light to it.
Okay, yeah, you've actually covered a lot of that, but throwing more light to that as well. Uh you couldn't get it cheaper from a supplier. How do you sell it? If you really want to sell it, you couldn't get it cheaper from suppliers. How do you sell it and be profitable? Well, you need to know how people who are purchasing it and selling it for less are doing so. And many of them are also doing so by doing sea shipping. So if they are purchasing from China, they are doing sea shipping and they are producing it themselves. Okay, so sea shipping makes it cheaper than shipping via air, but it will take much more time. And also, there is no need trying to killing yourself in trying to sell a particular when there are millions of products out there to sell. So just jump on another one, right?
Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so one thing, one thing with the speakers that I'm bringing here, not to be bad, not to water down or invalidate questions, is that most of them may like look how Mr. Somto is struggling to answer this question because Mr. Somto, typical him from the level he is, we leave this product and jump on another product, and you can't really blame him. But because of where he is now, same to me, I will leave this product and jump on another one. One thing with this thing is that you may struggle to get into some shoes, but like what he said, it's one way, leave it and enter on that one. That's what we can practically do. I shared a story last week of how we bought 2,000 pieces of a product in December. So days away. You know, sell, nobody could buy them. I entered on that one, but a start may not be able to do that. So another way to sell, now I think this person is saying, how do I sell this when I'm profitable? Let me give you a very simple secret and tactics. Do offers. Bundle the product into offers and sell it. That's it.
Yeah, very true.
Let me give you an example. So if you're selling a product on let's say, okay, let me use pile now, we use before, for example, pile. Huh? So if you're selling pile, what to do is if you're selling pie capsule and you're struggling to sell it, what you should do is simply go to a chemist and look for or a pharmacy, look for a pile relieving balm. Tell them you want to buy this balm in bulk. They will give it to you at a cheaper price. It's simple. You get that balm at a cheaper price, add it to your pile product, and sell it the same price you're selling it. Now, don't add it to the first one. Add it to the second one. Let me give you an instance. So the first one is one capsule for 1,000 naira. For, of course, you can't sell a product for 1K in e-commerce. One capsule for 1,000 naira. What you should do is if you buy two capsules, you will get a free balm for 1,200. It's as simple. There's no sane thinking human being that will know that he can buy two and get a free gift with difference of 200 naira and not buy. So one thing you do in e-commerce is you have to master how to create offers. If you step into a competitive market, master how to create offers in that market that can edge you. That's one thing that's helped us. I used to, okay, I think I've said it here. My markets are very slim and very tiny. If you ask my friends, including Somto, he can tell you. I sell markets that are very, very tiny. I mean, in the health niche. I don't sell at all these big markets like last long in bed, weight loss. No, I don't. I sell very tiny market. So when a competitor comes into the market, it can hit me hard. So you master how to create offers. That's how to sell a product that has competition and you won't get it cheaper. If you can add a free gift and sell two for a cheaper price, you find out that you make more money and you make more money fast. You make the money fast. The profit may be slimmer than the normal profit, but it will come very fast and you can do turnovers very fast. So that's actually a way to do that. But if you know you cannot do that, just abandon the product and go to another one. Like we said, don't be emotionally attached to product. Okay, somebody's asking 90% of products from China do not work. I know they're available. We have to wrap up. I think this is the longest class we've had, so we have to wrap this up in 5 minutes. I know
All
the
right.
available options from getting. Okay, one something.
Okay. 90% of people from China don't work. That's not true, statistically speaking. This 90% we put for here, no correct. Too. But yes, true. A lot of products from China don't work, especially the cheap ones. And um, you will know products that work. Okay, that's why I also mentioned testing those products before. You can if you're purchasing from China, you can purchase just one, two, bring it in and then see if it really works. Okay. But products from China work. iPhone is from China. A lot of products from China work. Right. So they actually do work. That's the ones from the websites and all of that. They work. They actually work. But the cheap ones, lots of the cheap ones don't work. And then what I also noticed is that many of those products too, they're actually originals of them. Their original versions actually exist, but somehow, the fake versions are just out there. So you can let's do a test purchase and see. But products
Yes.
from China work. They do very very well. They work.
So
Many of them.
yes, very very correct. Many of the product works. Many of them do not work. Let me just advise you: if you are buying from China, stop entering niches that don't work. For instance, skincare. All those skincare products in China, leave them. Don't leave them. You know they work. You understand? For instance, health products from China works. When we were selling pie 3 years ago, I think something I remember, what we were using as balm, we were buying it from China, it was working. You get till today, people still call us for that product, but we know they buy again because we had issues with NAFDAC, seeing the product at the airport, and all of that. So stop. There was a product we bought from China 2018. It was called Air Cool. It was supposed to make a car.
Ah,
It was
health products.
supposed to make a car cool. Till today, the little guys sell that product. We didn't sell it. So most of the gadgets, one thing to know if a product works is if you want to buy a product, settle down and negotiate your purchase. Negotiate your purchase. If you contact supplier, tell them to make a video for you. Just you have to approach them rightly. Tell them to make a video for you on how
Yeah.
the product works, and they will do it.
Also check for reviews.
Exactly. Check for reviews too. They will do it. Check for reviews on AliExpress on the product. If you check on Alibaba, they will do it for you. They will make reviews for you. So I was looking for okay for hot product. We'll answer that. I think I have a video on hot product. I don't know if I've uploaded it, but I should upload it to my channel. Vincent David, you should check it. I should upload it this new week. I think I'll upload me 2 videos this new week. So someone is asking, can I get the slide? Yes. You will send me the link for the slide. I'll attach it in the description box so you can get this.
Sorry. The answer to that previous question
Okay.
is whether are you always looking for hot products or are you trying to solve a problem? It's both of them. Simple and short.
Yes,
Both of
exactly. Both of them. We'll have 2 minutes more. So someone is asking, how do we get across to these suppliers from China? I think I answered that question when I shared the slide. Let me
Yeah,
share
if
it
you
again.
review the video, you see. Okay.
If you can see it, you can just hit this contact supplier button. If you download, look at it here, contact supplier. If you download Alibaba app, you can. It's like a social media app. It's like Gigi. So you can chat up suppliers. You can chat with them. They reply in English. You can chat up suppliers like you're seeing on the screen. They reply in English language. Download Alibaba, sign up, and you can contact suppliers and all of that. So let's just take the last question for today. So last question, person. Please, I'd like to hit the like button. If you not hit the like button, this video, hit the like button right now so that the video can get some engagement and all of that. So someone is asking, okay, I think that's basically all. All right, guys. So thank you for joining this video today. It's the longest we've had. Please, can you drop some emojis for Mr. Somto? And thank you. I appreciate you. I really say thank you so much for
All right.
sharing. So thank you so much for doing this with us today. Drop some emojis for him.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Right now. So thank you, Mr. Somto. Good night to you.
All right. Good night, everybody.
So, guys, thank you for joining us today. Tomorrow is going to be very, very solid. We're having Friday Williams. Friday Williams is a crazy person that does, in quotes, that does crazy numbers in e-commerce. He does over 300 orders to 400 orders a day, many multiple orders in a week, like multiple orders. And you might have seen it at everywhere. So it's going to be with us tomorrow. It's going to be teaching us marketing, teaching us how to build sales pages, how to create offers, how to price your product, what kind of product to sell. It's going to be teaching us e-commerce marketing as a whole. And tomorrow is going to be very, very solid. So invite people, tell them to join in tomorrow. Tomorrow is the closing of the second week, and it's going to be super amazing. So, guys, thank you for joining us in this section. It's the longest we've had. Please go and restream the video, go and watch, share to someone. Make sure that someone is watching the video, and it's going to be amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So see you tomorrow.